Hi everyone, welcome to Senior Golf Source. My name is Brett, and what I'm going to share with you is the grip. So, like I had mentioned in the article, the grip is definitely what might seem a minute change or an easy change, but to most players, when a grip change is initiated, it's very discomforting. I'm not going to lie. It's something that has really plagued some players because they know that they might start with a weak grip and they know they're going to benefit from a neutral or possibly a strong grip, but it feels so discomforting. By the time they get on the golf course, they're fed up with it and they go right back to that weak grip, and it lacks the ability for them to potentially gain the distance and control that is necessary. So using this time in the winter to be able to manipulate your grip and understand the benefits of proper placement, it's only going to help you with your pressure. So let's first start by talking about the top hand. So for us right-handed golfers, we're going to look at the left hand. Now, one of my favorite tricks I like to do with people that are just beginning, or maybe people that don't really understand the grip, I'm going to use this foundation for them to understand pressure and how to hold the grip in their left hand. So what I'm first going to do is take my pointer finger on my left hand, keeping the toe of the club straight up in the air. I'm going to let that pointer finger hook underneath of the grip. And now what I'm going to do is let the top part of the grip, so again, toe up, so the top part of the grip is going to be right on the pinky pad of my palm. So hook that finger underneath, let that grip fall on the pad of the pinky, and if you do this properly, you can hold the club quite effortlessly this way. Any other way, you're going to really put some strain on the forearm to try to hold the grip properly. So in this, I should have 2 points of contact. It's hooking the trigger finger and the pad of my pinky on the palm. Once I have that in position, we're going to quickly cover the weak, neutral, and strong orientations of that top hand. So in a perfect world, a neutral grip, you're going to see that the thumb is still on the top portion of the grip, but there is a V. Let's look at that V that I created. It's an upside down V. The upside down V, the apex of that V, should point over towards my right collarbone for us right-handed golfers. For all you lefties out there, just transpose the opposite of what I'm saying. So that would be neutral. A neutral grip is going to allow you to release the club easily. You're going to gain some club head control. Let's talk about the most common fault that I see in players that really struggle with yardage and control. So that would be deemed as the weak grip. That's more thumb directly down the center of the shaft. In this position, really the grip is falling up the lifeline of the palm, maybe even into the pad of the thumb. So there's very little control with that. And what happens, folks, let's look at it this way. If neutral is here, meaning the V points to my right side, if weak is here, making the V point more up towards the left side of my face, well, strong's just going to be the opposite. Okay, strong's going to be over here. So that apex of that V is almost outside the right edge of my body. Let's think about what these three positions can do. Well, neutral allows an even rotation distribution, okay? A weak grip limits that. So let's think about it. Weak here, if I were wanting to close the club face on the follow through, I'm limited because I've already set this arm in a position where it has limits in rotation to turn left. So in essence, getting the palm to the sky. In strong again would be turned over. So you can see in strong, it's rolling that forearm up now. And that's going to give me excessive rotation and that's where I might come in with a closed club face. So neutral will help balance out the control of the face. Weak, again, probably one of the more common faults that I see in setup. Again, that's going to negate the ability to release the club face. Therefore, the ball typically will slice, push, fade. And a lot of times with that weak grip, it actually will make a pretty severe divot. I'll make a video for how the weak grip can benefit your short game, but for right now, we're talking about full swing. And now that we have an understanding of weak, neutral, strong in the lead hand, we're just basically going to now come in with the control hand. We want our hands working together in unison. So I don't want to have a neutral grip in my left and a strong or weak grip on my right. I want them to be working perfectly in harmony. So for us right-handed golfers, we're just simply taking the lifeline on that palm, and it's going to pocket our left thumb. And then for me, I like using the interlock system. That's where my pointer on my left hand is extended out. My pinky simply slides underneath. And then we talked about the point of where that trigger finger works on our left hand. Well, it's critical on the right as well. So we don't want to set up and grip it where I'm kind of holding it like a pistol here. I want to extend that trigger finger out and create a little bit of pressure control. So if you look at me here, that pointer finger is extended outwardly. You can see the gap and spacing on the grip between my pointer finger and my middle finger on my right hand. That's going to be the essential position that's going to give me that control that I need. So if you do think that a strong grip is going to benefit you, I play a strong grip on my driver. I'm not going to lie. It helps me get a couple extra yards. And if I can maximize the length of my driver and do so with a controlled atmosphere, I'm going to do it. So slightly strong for me is here. So I'm going to make sure that both hands work in unison. Again, let's not have fighting forces. We should look at the hands as one unit, not dual, okay? So I hope you find this very helpful, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you.